What is going on, guys? Greggles TV. This is the Lenovo Chromebook Duet 10.1 tablet slash laptop. It's a Chromebook that acts as either a laptop or as a tablet, so you can use it with whichever way that you want to. It's $250. Ice blue and iron gray are the colors for it. You get a 1080p IPS display. So at that price point, it's very rare to get an IPS display. So it's very nice to see that, meaning that whichever angle you look at this display, it's gonna look fantastic. 1080p display, which is basically all the way up there for resolution. The processor inside is a MediaTek Helio P60T. So it's not like this amazing, like Intel processor or anything like that, but it's a processor you'll see that can do pretty much most of the things that you'll need it to do. 4 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. So inside the box, I kind of unboxed this a little bit, but I'll just show you what else comes inside the box. You get your Lenovo IdeaPad Duet Chromebook user guide, in case you don't know how to use it. It's all in there. So you see you get your charging brick. You can see USB-C in there, which is awesome. The reason being that's awesome is because of the fact that you're able to use the same cable that you use for your phone, especially if you're coming from Android, on this tablet laptop. And it comes with a USB-C to headphone jack adapter if you need it, so that you're able to plug in traditional headphones and things like that, even though this might not have a headphone jack. So this is what it looks like right out of the box if you don't put the keyboard attachment on it. You get this two-toned look to it. Lenovo branding at the top. So it's kind of in Chromebook down there. It's very cool looking. Looks good. A little bit of glue at the bottom here. I'll have to wipe off. I didn't put that there, but it looks like it's coming from the factory. You get your camera in the top right. Here's one end of the tablet, and there's nothing really there. On the bottom, or towards the bottom, actually it wouldn't be the bottom, it'd be the top. You get 2 speakers and 2 microphones. Then you have your volume keys and your power button, USB-C charging, and then at the bottom you have your little connectors for the keyboard. Here's the display. I already have this turned on. So if you wanted to, like I said, you can use this in tablet mode if you want. So if you wanted to use it just all touchscreen, you're able to do that. You can open up your Google Play Store, because Google is installed in this to run Android apps on here, which is great. And you're able to do basically anything that you would on an Android tablet, pretty much on this as well. And there you go. And then I'll just go to a website just to give you to show you that you can do basically anything that you want on this. Here's YouTube, so you can look through the comments and stuff like that. You can hold it in this orientation if you'd like. So there you go. And then otherwise you can, and most people would do this, it comes with this back covering, which also has, I'll show you when it's connected, but you can sit this up. And then you also have your keyboard. The keyboard is not backlit, so keep that in mind. It is sturdy though, so it's not like super bendy. And the way this all connects is very easy. So you're gonna throw this on the back, and you have this fabric backing. It attaches via magnets on here, and it feels really great. I like the fabric. Google does that a lot with their Chromebook and their Google products, and I think it's great. And then at the bottom here, you just connect this. You can see it just snapped right to it into place. And then on the bottom here, you can angle this and sit the laptop at different angles. So it goes as far back as that and still stands back. I'll turn that to the side, maybe it'll be easier for you to see. You can stand it as straight as about right there. So you can stand it pretty much straight up or lie it almost all the way back down. So I have Android Police's website loaded up here, and you can do multiple fingers on here, basically multi-gesture when you're using the trackpad. So you can use 2 fingers to scroll all the way down. Clicking on stuff just works great. You don't have to You don't have to, you know, press in the trackpad, just tap it and it'll automatically go to where you want it to go. And, you know, just loading up websites and going through them, you see it's pretty seamless. Not a lot of issues or lagginess when you're going on a website and you're just surfing on it. So watching videos on here is going to be a real big thing, I think, for most folks, because when you have a laptop or a tablet, generally you're going to want to watch a lot of video. So this can play video. I'm going to play a video right here and let you hear the volume as well. I'm so happy about this. I'm so glad micro USB is gone, because almost everything's USB-C now. You get your USB, so it plays 1080p absolutely fine. This right into your PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4, and these should automatically connect. Speakers aren't overly loud. It comes with a setup guide, terms and conditions, safety. But like I said earlier, you can view this from any angle. It doesn't lose any coloring or anything like that, really. It's a pretty good display. And like I said earlier too, is that when you do get these you know, lower price Chromebooks, a lot of the time they have really, really bad displays. I'm actually pretty happy with this display in general. I think it looks generally bright enough, which it's already at its pretty much max brightness, and I thought it looked great for the most part. And I just think for a display, you'll be pretty happy with it. One thing, even though I said this can play video at 1080p, if you actually go into Chrome and play a video on YouTube and try to play it at 1440 or 4K, unfortunately it will not play it. It struggles too much. It basically thinks too much. And here you go. I'll put this one on. Again, same video, but within the YouTube app, it doesn't let you play anything higher than 1080p for this one, but you can see at 4K, it's kind of struggling. It'll pause every so often, as you see, and it does the same thing with 1440. So videos will be limited, at least in terms of performance, to 1080p, which not the end of the world, but it is something to know. The keyboard, not amazing, but it is easy to type on here. If you're a good typer, which I'm not. It's not very loud. And but yeah, I think it's fairly easy to type on here. The keys aren't amazing. They get the job done for sure. Little, you know, kind of chiclet type keys on this keyboard. One thing to know is that if you're using this, you know, keyboard in bed, it's on your stomach or, you know, your chest or something like that, it's gonna most likely topple over, just because of the fact is that, you know, even when I just lift it up, you can see it gets a little floppy. It's not like this keyboard that just stays straight, and it's because of the way it connects. You know, you can pretty much easily rip it off if you want. I mean, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on there, but it's not going to be great when you lay in bed or when you're in bed. It might topple over. It's going to be best on a desk if you're using it that way. Now, you could just rip this off and use it like this if you wanted to, and use the keyboard maybe a little bit better on your body by typing on the screen itself. That's another option that you have, which not a bad idea. You can see when I'm typing, it's not moving anywhere. So all that stuff, you know, pretty good with that. Here's Subway Surfer game. And it shouldn't have any problems with this game really, because this game is, and I say it all the time, basically playable on any device. But as you can see, it runs pretty well. I think it looks great. I have the top of the screen cut off a little bit due to the fact of the camera angle that I have recording, but I mean, it's playing this game flawlessly. No issues with it. Pick up the tea. Pick up the coins. There we go. See how far I can get before I die. I don't get very far usually. I get about, I don't even know how far, like 2 seconds into this. Oh, he's so close to me. When's he gonna get knocked down? There, he's gone now. He is gone now. I think this is definitely the farthest I've ever gotten in this game. Without a doubt. Oh! Mission complete. That's as far as I ever got. I'm gonna power this off just so you can see how quickly it will restart. There you go, now we'll turn it back on. Okay. I don't have a timer on here, but it should start pretty quickly. There you go, already booted up. Just need to log in. So let's talk about the good and bad things about this tablet. So first of all, the display is nice. 1080p, 10-inch display, not too big, not too small, big enough to see what's, you know, on this display without you really squinting, big enough to play games, big enough to look at websites, big at, you know, pretty much anything that you want to do on here, you're going to be fine with using it. I love that it's a touch display, so if I want to use everything with my, you know, my hands, I can do that and just scroll or type. And if I want to switch back and forth between the two, I can do that very easily as well. The keyboard, let's talk about that next. The keyboard, obviously not the amazing, but it'll get the job done. The one thing that really turns me off about the keyboard is that I'm not able to, you know, put this on my chest without it basically toppling over. If you move it a little bit, it pretty much stays as long as you have it angled back enough in the back. So you shouldn't have any really worries about that. But in terms of it, you know, sitting on your chest and being comfortable and having it not topple over, there's a pretty good chance that it will topple over. I do wish the keys were backlit so that, you know, when I'm typing at night, it would be easier for me to see, because I'm not amazing at typing. I usually have to look down. But if you're amazing at typing, then you probably don't need the backlit keyboard. And obviously with backlit keyboards, they lose more battery life. Another thing is there's no fingerprint sensor, so every time you log in, you do need to type in your password. Not the end of the world, but it would have been nice if it had a fingerprint sensor on here. The trackpad works great. It has the multi-gestures on here if need be, and I do like that. Obviously this has a camera. Our camera is one on the front, one on the back. So if you want to use your, you know, Google Duo or something like that, you are able to. Okay, so here's the camera on me. Hey Greg. Hey Greg, what's going? Hey Greg, what's going on? I love you so much, buddy. You're the best. So I'll play a little recording of that. Again, not amazing. It'll get the job done. Get my volume off, so let me turn my volume back up. I love you so much, buddy. You're the best. So the microphones sound absolutely, actually pretty good on here. Performance isn't amazing. Obviously you can do some light gaming on this. It won't play 4K video, which again, not the end of the world, but it is something to know that if you wanted to be able to play 4K video, you're unable to. But if you're just gonna, you know, do web browsing, watch videos, homework, stuff like that, I think you'll be pretty happy with this. I'll link it down below. IPS display, it's pretty hard to beat at 250 bucks with that. So thanks for watching. If you have this, let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.